In the beginning, there was a means introduction of Chaitanya, introduction of Haridas Thakur was there. He was from the low class. He was a Mohammedan. All these things were there. Then we discussed this that the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked one question, and the whole book is a description of that question only. Where is the question? This is the question. He earnestly asked, "How may the conditioned soul be easily delivered?" And the whole book is the answer of this question. Then there further he started. Haridas Thakur started with this, the truth of Lord Krishna, and I told that Harinaam Sankirtan is the answer of that question, the way to get delivered, the way of deliverance for a jiva. But now Haridas Thakur will lay down the foundation, means he will discuss the truth of Lord Krishna, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is the greatest of everything. Then we discuss the Lord Krishna and his potencies. So what will we discuss? That three kinds of potencies are there. One is spirit, another is matter, and the individual souls. Spirit is antaranga, matter is bahiranga, and individual souls are the tatastha Sakti of the Lord. Then we discuss the spiritual powers and glories, means this antaranga Shakti, means this is the cause of all everything, means the Lord's award, the Lord's name, and all these things. Then we discuss about the Vishnu Tattvas, and we discuss about the Suddha Sattva. All the forms of Krishna are Vishnu Tattvas, and it is different from demigods. Demigods are not the, means demigods are not in Suddha Sattva. They are in mixed goodness, Mishra Sattva. Then we discussed about the manifestation of his spiritual power and glories, Supreme Personality of Godhead, material powers and glories. Then we discussed the Maya Tattva. Maya Tattva matlab matter, Bahiranga Shakti. And we discussed that this material world is on one side of Birja River, and another side of Birja River is the spiritual world. All these things. We discussed about the 14 planetary systems, which are manifestation of material world, matter, Bahiranga Shakti. Then we discuss about the individual souls, Jiva Shakti. Then we discuss about the liberated souls, Mukta Jiva. Means there are two categories of Jiva. One is Mukta Jiva, liberated soul, and another one is conditioned soul. Then we discuss about that how the conditioned soul turned away their face from Supreme Personality of Godhead. But because Supreme Personality of Godhead is merciful, means it is the nature of Supreme Personality of Godhead, being merciful to everyone. So out of mercy, he gives the path of deliverance of a jiva, even conditioned jiva. So he gives the path karma kanda for the materialist who wants to enjoy in this material world. So all these karma kanda path are described in the Vedas, yajna, homa, vratas, etc. Shubh karma, auspicious things. But all these things are material. They cannot give anything spiritual. Then Haridas Thakur described the way to rise above all these conditions, all these material conditions, how a materialist can rise above all these conditions. So when he comes in contact with a sadhu or a devotee, then he starts his journey on the spiritual path. Then we discuss the Gyan Kanda. It is a Gyan Kand, not Gyan Marg, Gyan Yoga. So it is purely Gyan, and a person on this will head towards uh, Mayavad. Means heads toward liberation, impersonalism, but also for getting this kind of liberation, there should be means touch of bhakti. Then we discussed Brahman's nature, means Brahman is a, I mean, it is a Krishna, means it is the light coming from the body of Krishna, Brahman, and effulgence of Krishna's body. This is also on another side of Virja river in towards the spiritual world. And we discussed that even demons get the same liberation, so it is not uh, glorified in Bhakti Shastras, this kind of liberation, impersonalist, uh, the soul who have turned away their face from Lord Krishna. So the karmis and gyanis, so these are uh, karmis and gyanis have both turned away their face from Lord Krishna, and they never taste the pleasure of service of Lord Krishna. So these two things, karmis and gyanis. Then we come on the pious deeds. Pious deeds means sukritis, and by there are, we discussed three kinds of sukritis. One was bhogaunmukhi sukriti, then means karmaunmukhi sukriti, then jnanunmukhi sukriti, and the third one was bhaktiunmukhi sukriti. Only by doing bhaktiunmukhi sukriti one gets uh, progress in bhakti or gets the sangha of a devotee, and when he gets the sangha of a devotee, then one further progress on the path of bhakti or gets the path of bhakti. Out of mercy to the karmis and gyanis, the Lord create the path of devotional service. So, out of mercy, so karmis and gyanis, they do not have any tinge of bhakti even. So, out of mercy, Krishna creates this path. So, we discuss two kind of paths. For the karmis, he gives the karma yoga, means karma mixed with devotion. And then we discussed about the jnana yoga, means jnana mixed with devotion. So a jnani mix having tinge of devotion follows this path. Then we discuss the way to walk on the path of indirect devotional service. So both of these are indirect path, indirect devotional service, Gyan Yoga and Karma Yoga. Then Hardas Thakur is mentioning that in Kali Yuga, the path of indirect devotional service is very difficult, means this Karma Yoga and Gyan Yoga paths are very difficult. So what is suitable? The path of Harinam Sankirtan, which is a Yug Dharma, is the direct path. Here it is mentioned the holy name is the direct path. And then we concluded that, means in this chapter, that holy name is the direct path and it is the easiest way to get deliverance in this Kali Yuga. So this is the conclusion of the first chapter. Then what? The holy name is the direct path and we have to follow this path. Now second chapter. Hope this is clear, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji, this is very helpful.
So now we'll start the second chapter. The name of the second chapter is Naam Grahan Vichar. Naam Grahan Vichar. So in English, it is chanting the holy name. Now this is first. Glory to Lord Chaitanya, to Lord Gadadhar, to Lord Nityananda, the life of Janva Devi. Janva Devi is the wife of Lord Nityananda. Glory to Advaita, the husband of Sita. Sita Thakurani is wife of Lord Advaita. Glory to Srivas and all the devotees of the Lord. So as we see in Chaitanya Charitamrita also, before in the beginning of the chapter, there is always kind of invocation, Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Advaita Gaur Chandra, Jai Advaita Chandra, Jai Gaur Bhakta. Similarly, in this book also, Bhaktivinoda Thakur praying to Supreme Personality of Godhead, Panch Tattva. Now, Haridas wept with great love. With Lord Chaitanya, with love, Lord Chaitanya embraced him. Lord Chaitanya said, where is another devotee like you? You know all the spiritual life. You know all the truth of spiritual life. You are always beyond the touch of Maya. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is glorifying Haridas Thakur that you are always beyond the touch of Maya. We have heard this past time that uh, Nawab sent this or Kaji sent or someone Ram, I forgot the name. So someone sent a prostitute named Lakshya Hira to Hardas Thakur, so that Hardas Thakur fall down from his consciousness level. But nothing happened to Hardas Thakur. Later, Maya Devi herself came to Hardas Thakur, but that time also nothing happened to Hardas Thakur. He was on the same platform, and even Maya Devi took initiation from Hardas Thakur. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is glorifying Hardas Thakur. You are always beyond the touch of Maya. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling the superiority of pure devotional service. Descending to this world, you took birth in a lowly family. So, Hardas Thakur took birth in a Mohammedan family. Mohammedans are, we call them Yamanas, like Mlechas. Yaman means one who does not follow this Vedic system, and Mlechas are one who does meditating. So, generally we call them lowly family. Means they are not in even four orders, sorry, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. They are even lower than Shudras because they do not follow the Vedic system. So, descending to this world, you took birth in a lowly family. In this way, you showed everyone that it is not wealth, honor, noble family, or material virtues that one is able to meet Lord Krishna. So, Haridas Thakur is telling all these material positions like high, having very means big wealth, having good honor in society, and a birth in high family, noble family, or material virtues, these are not one is not able to meet on the basis of this, to means one is not able to come to Krishna on this basis. So we see even in our parampara we see that Vamshidas Babaji Maharaj, also we see Tukaram, and many devotees are there in Vaishnav Sampradayas, those who are not very wealthy, or they do not have taken birth in a very uh, elevated, highly, means big family. So this once upon a time, one devotee asked Srila Prabhupada why the devotees in general are very poor, or they belong to a poor family background. So Srila Prabhupada, in answer, he said that Krishna wants to show this means in general to people that bhakti does not depend on all these things, high family and other things. Even bhakti does not depend on having a birth in human, having a birth in human means human beings. Like we see in the Leelas of Lord Ram, there were monkeys, there were we see Jambant also. So they are not the human beings, but they are doing bhakti. Also we see Gajendra, he is in the body of an elephant, but he is remembering Supreme Personality of Godhead in his last time, and Supreme Personality of Godhead himself came there to save him. So bhakti does not depend on all these things, means wealth, honor, noble family. Noble family, we can see even in we have Yamuna Mataji, who sang this song, yeah, Govinda Madhipursham. uh, we used to play this song during Darshanarti. So Yamuna Mataji, her father was a butcher. So butcher, being a butcher is not a very noble thing. So he is not a, she is not coming from a noble family. So all these things are there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is establishing the superiority of pure devotional service. He is saying that all these things, high birth, high being a very rich person, and having all these material virtues, all these things are not, means bhakti doesn't depend on all these things. Now, anyone who has great faith in pure devotional service is a saint. He is more exalted than the demigods. So, a devotee is always more exalted than the demigods. It is there, demigods are not always a pure devotee necessarily. Demigods, because they get this position, they have done something, they have done tapasya and other things. So, they they get the position of being a demigod. So devotee is always exalted than the demigods. We see in Narsim Leela also, when Narsimdev was in anger, so demigods were not able to go there and please Narsimdeva. Uh, but Prahlad Maharaj, who got birth in a Asura family, he went near to Narsimdev and he just prayed to Lord Narsimha and Narsimdev became calm. See, so means this is the superiority of pure devotional service. Means all these are material things, high birth, high riches, and bhakti does not depend on these things. Now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, Sri Haridas is the teacher of the holy name. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him a name Namacharya. Haridas means he used to call Haridas Thakur as Namacharya. He is the Acharya of Nama. So he is mentioning, you know the truth of the holy name, the best of all truths. So he know the truth of holy name means he knows the holy name by its tattva. What is holy name? What is the power of holy name? It's non-different from Krishna himself. So he knows the truth of holy name. You are an ideal example of saintly conduct. Means his acharan, his behavior was very saintly. You are an expert preacher. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling Haridas Thakur that you are an expert preacher. Why you are an expert preacher? Because you preaches also and your behavior, your conduct is also very saintly. You walk your talk. There are people uh, means people who just speak but they do not follow what they speak. But in case of Haridas Thakur, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling that you are an expert preacher. So there are what is expert? Who is an expert preacher? One who speak also means preach also, and he follows the same things. So he walks his talk. So it's he preaches also and he following all these that things also means achar is there also and prachar is there also. So Haridas Thakur is like that. Speak, O Haridas, the limitless glories of the holy name. Hearing them from your mouth, I will feel blessed. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling Haridas Thakur to speak on the limitless glories of the holy name. Hearing them from your mouth, I will feel blessed. So first Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that you are an expert preacher, and then he is telling, please speak, and it will from your mouth, and I will hear, and it will give me bliss. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling that we should also hear from whom who are an expert preacher means the person or devotees who walk their talk means speaking is good but one should also follow those things means conduct should also be there. So devotees who do preaching by his conduct and by of course by preaching speaking, so one should hear from those only. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling to us means okay. So now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling about the qualities of Vaishnava. So there is a pastime in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Uh, Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is mentioned that the devotees from Bengal used to visit every year to Puri. So there is a community of devotees in Kuliagram in Bengal. So that community also used to visit every year to Puri. And once upon a time, in a year, the devotees from Kulinagram they asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu a question: Who is a Vaishnava? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is replying, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur is writing here. Anyone who once says the holy name is a Vaishnava. A householder should carefully honor him. Of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling this to Haridas Thakur also. Anyone who once says the holy name is a Vaishnava. So, who is a Vaishnava? One who chants the holy name only once. And a householder should carefully honor him. Now, second year, what happens? The same question asked by the Kulinagram devotees, who is a Vaishnava, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is replying now. Anyone from whose mouth one always hears the holy name of Lord Krishna is more exalted Vaishnava. He is the abode of all good qualities. So first, in first year, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied that uh, who is a Vaishnava who says only once, and the second year, anyone from whose mouth one always hears the holy name. Always means that person is always chanting the holy name. And in third year also, Kulinagram devotees ask the same question, who is a Vaishnava? And this time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is replying, who is a Vaishnava? Simply by seeing him, simply by seeing that Vaishnava, one feels devotion to Lord Krishna and finds Lord Krishna's holy name in one's mouth. Means somebody is seeing someone, and by seeing him only, one remembers Krishna, and one starts chanting the holy name of Krishna. This is the this that person is a Vaishnava. This Chatama replied in third year, third when Kulinagram devotees ask who is a Vaishnava. So this is the category of Vaishnava based on the chanting on the holy name. First is a Kanishta Bhakta. Who is a Kanishta Bhakta? Kanishta devotee, Kanishta Adhikari or Kanishta Bhakta. One who chants the holy name of the Lord once. And one who chants the holy name regularly, he is a second class devotee. Means Madhyama Bhakta. And Uttama Bhakta, who is a Uttam Bhakta? Most exalted devotee. Simply by seeing him, one feels devotion to Lord Krishna. Just we see him, and we once one gets the remembrance of Lord Krishna, and just seeing him, one chants, start chanting the holy name of the Lord. So this is the third Uttama Bhakta, first class devotee. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking, how will the conditioned souls take up the chanting of the Lord Krishna's holy name? What is the arrangement for that? Please tell that to me. Now he is asking the question. So this is the question in this chapter, and based on this, Haridas Thakur will start replying. Means start discussion. Will start discussion. Haridas Thakur. So this question: how will the conditioned soul take up the chanting of the Lord Krishna's holy name? uh, before questioning this, before putting this question to Haridas Thakur, he said all these things. Means there are three categories of devotees. By uh, by saying all these things, he is telling Haridas Thakur that you are a Uttama Bhakta. Why he is an Uttam Bhakta? So when Haridas Thakur in Bengal, when he was in the community of Mohammedans or in that community, by seeing Haridas Thakur, Mohammedans means they start chanting. So means because he was an Uttam Bhakta, and Kazi was in means Kazi was very anxious because whole his community will become Sanatani. So he was in very means anxious. He was very anxious. So that's why he sent his soldiers, and the soldiers captured Hardas Thakur, and they beat Hardas Thakur in 22 marketplaces. We have heard this past time maybe. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling Haridas Thakur that you are an Uttam Bhakta. So now, establishing this that you are an Uttam Bhakta, now he is asking this question: how will the conditioned souls take up the chanting of the Lord Krishna's holy name? What is the arrangement for that? Please tell that to me. Now, Haridas Thakur will start. Folding his hands, Haridas began to speak, pushed by ecstatic love. His eyes were filled with tears, and his voice was choked. His voice was choked. So now Haridas Thakur is in reply. He will start his discussion. So now Haridas Thakur is telling about the nature of the holy name. The nature of the holy name. He will describe the holy name. So Haridas Thakur said, Lord Krishna's holy name is spiritual. It's spiritual, of course. It has no beginning. It's Adi. It has no Adi Anadi. It is Achintamani Jewel. Lord Krishna is his holy name. There is no difference between Krishna and his holy name. They are one. So it is mentioned here that it is a Chintamani Jewel. ठीक है? It's a Chintamani Jewel. Chintamani is a jewel which can fulfill the desire of. Chintamani means anything, means a person desires something and that desire fulfilled. That is called Chintamani. So Harinam is also kind of Chintamani jewel. Why? Because it gives anything to anyone, even a materialist. We see outside also there are people who chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Uh, those who are not a kind of devotees, pure devotees, but they are Karmkandi, but they are chanting the holy name, means this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this holy name Hare Krishna Mahamantra can give materialist people to dharma, artha, kam, and moksha. Means a materialist gets all these things: dharma, artha, kam, moksha. And for a spiritualist, this holy name can give the love of Godhead. So holy name is a Chintamani Jewel. It can give anything to anyone. Even a materialist can get anything he desires. He even can get. He also gets dharma, artha, kam, moksha. So it is not like that holy name removes the desire of earth, dharma, artha, kam, and moksha. Of course, it can remove the desire of these all these desires. But when that person has that desire to remove all these desires, I hope I am able to make you understand. Holy name will not remove these desires unless one desire to remove all these desires. Means there are two things. One is abhilasha and another is anartha. So what is abhilasha? Abhilasha are the cherished desire. Cherished desire means one has the desire to get things, like one has the desire to get dharma, artha, kama, moksha, means good business, good wife, and other things, means anything. So if one has the desire and with that desire one chants the holy name will provide these things. But when that person comes in contact of a devotee and he understands bhakti, then he sees all these things: dharma, artha, kam, moksha, richness, high birth, all these things, whatever material things are there. And when that person sees all these things as anarthas, means unwanted desire, and with that feeling, if he chants the holy name, that these are anarthas, I do not want all these things. So when he starts chanting with that feeling, then holy name will remove all these desires. When Abhilasha becomes anarthas, then holy name works in that way. So it's a Chintamani Jabal. It fulfills uh, everyone's desire, even materialist and spiritualist, of course. Lord Krishna is his holy name. They are one. Now, 14th, the holy name is the form of transcendental mellows. It is always liberated. It is eternal and pure. It is not different from Lord Krishna himself. So, I hope you all have heard this shloka is there. Nam Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rash Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinatva Nam Namino. So, this is a shloka from Padma Puran, and our Vaishnavacharya is mentioned in many things: Hari Bhakti Vilas, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Bhagavad Sandhar, Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, Nam Chintamani. So, Krishna's name is Chintamani, just we discussed. Okay? Krishna, it's Krishna himself. There is no difference between Krishna and his name. Chaitanya Ras Vigraha, it's fully conscious and uh, it will give the rasa also. So it's a embodiment of consciousness and rasa. Nam is embodiment of rasa and consciousness. Purna Shuddho, it's completely pure. It's complete in itself and it's pure also. Nitya Mukto, it's eternally liberated. Like, means, of course, it's Krishna himself, so it's liberated. Abhinatva Nam Namino, there is no difference between abhinna hai ye, naam and nami. Krishna and Krishna's name, they are abhinna. There is no difference. So it's same. Here is the translation. The name is a thought level. Whatever one thinks, the things will be fulfilled. Krishna himself, it's Krishna himself. It's an embodiment of consciousness and rasa. It's complete, it's pure, it's eternally liberated because of the name, and the bearer of the name means Krishna being non-different. So Krishna and his name is non-different. Mm, so just will complete this. It's its form eternal, and it's having the eternal form, and its nature nectar for the rasikas who relish nectar, and the holy name descends into this material and lifeless material world. So it gives the nectar to means rasikas also. Holy name can give the nectar also, and of course it is coming from the spiritual world to this material dull world. So Lord Krishna is known in four ways: by his name, form, quality, and action. Anything this material world, if you see, we can know anything by four things: name, form, qualities, and action. And in case of Krishna, all these things are also there. But in case of Krishna, all these things have no beginning, and all these things have no end. It's means it, and there is no limit. But in material world, there are limit on all these things. One has name, one has form, one has qualities, one has actions. There is limit, but in case of Krishna, there is no limit on all these four things. Hare Krishna Guruji. So for today, I think it is okay. I have done.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Thank you.
पता नहीं गुरुजी मैं समझा पा रहा हूँ क्या?
नहीं नहीं, समझा पा रहे हैं, अच्छा समझा पा रहे हैं। आप थोड़ा बहुत हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हैं, ऐसे कोई दिक्कत नहीं आ रही। दिक्कत आ रही है तो
जी।
most of them, the main part is we are understanding it very clearly, and you are actually uh, just not uh, covering it superficially, but also explaining, what actually it means. So it's really very good opportunity for everyone to understand this book and to understand the holy name. Thank you very much. Systematic है, काफी अच्छा है, and you are also spending lot of time. Thank you very much, Radhi.
I'm also reading for the first time this book.
But yeah, also you're referring to other books and it's really helpful. मतलब बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है।
Hmm.
किसी का कोई question? Anyone has any questions or comments?
Rishabh Rupa Prabhu.
Vishnu Prabhu, you can unmute.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji Dinatna. Thank you for your kind mercy and very nice that you try to summarize it. I have one question, Prabhuji, that we always used to hear that there was prostitute that's Maya Devi come in front of Haridas Thakur. How we can understand that she was Maya Devi only because as we know that as a Jiva, no one can touch even Maya Devi because she is a potency of Lord and Jiva cannot touch even Maya Devi. How she was playing a role, how I can understand those things.
But who touched Maya Devi Prabhuji? I don't.
No, no.
Just Thakur.
Maya Devi came for testing to Haridas Thakur.
Yes.
So how we can understand this thing?
कि माया देवी ने रूप कैसे लिया, ये समझ है
No,
विषय।
I mean, Prabhuji, I mean कि माया देवी वो एज ए प्रोस्टिट्यूट के फॉर्म में कैसे रोल यहाँ प्ले कर
No,
रही हैं?
this is two pastimes are there. One is Lakshya Hira, that prostitute, and later Maya Devi comes. Means there are two pastimes.
बताएंगे आप कौन कौन से हैं ये दो पास ने?
Means Prabhuji, that someone was there. I forgot that name. I was mentioning Ram something. So he sent Lakshya Hira so to seduce Haridas Thakur, but Haridas Thakur did not fall from his level of consciousness. Even Lakshya was waiting for 3 days, but later she became also a devotee. And after that, Maya Devi herself came to check means to check Haridas Thakur. But at that time also Haridas Thakur was not agitated seeing the beauty or material beauty of Maya Devi. I will say material because it's Maya Devi, not Yog Maya or kind of. She wanted to check means Hardas Thakur's loyalty and other things for holy name. So she was very happy seeing the Hardas Thakur means level of consciousness and being means seeing him. He took initiation from Hardas Thakur, means thick kind of diksha. So means I'm not able to understand exactly what he wants.
Okay. Prabhuji, I was thinking both pastime was same, so that's why I was asking.
Two different questions. Different questions.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Anyone else has any question or comment? Okay. Thank you very much, Padmanabh Swaroop. Thank you very much. Dandavat pranam. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat pranam.
Krishna
Thank
Pranam.
you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Thank you, Prabhu. Dandavat.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat
Hare
pranam.
Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna.